Hey, all. It's been a little bit since I've checked in, a little too long. I should be doing more of the live streams. I want to give a shout out actually to a couple people that have been doing live streams a lot, been providing some great information. And that is, of course, Sunspot and See You on the Other Side podcast. They do some live stuff a couple times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays on Facebook and their YouTube as well. So something I'm doing tonight is I'm going to do a live stream over on Facebook. I haven't done that before, so this is just a little bit of an announcement to let you guys be aware of that. I'm aiming to go live at about 9:30 tonight. And I put a question on my Facebook page, which, by the way, is facebook.com/what's your ghost story. And I asked what people would want to hear about. And I got a couple of great answers already. Kathleen asked for Edward Casey, the clairvoyant. That would be awesome. I need to do a lot of research because he's a whole amazing, colorful character. But Rebel Mac said ghosts that follow people even when they move and such. And yeah, the idea of spirit attachments, that is a creepy concept, something that does happen. And that's going to be the focus for me. I've got one of the most amazing ghost stories I've been part of, or at least be able to witness myself, involves a spirit attachment. And it's not specific to a haunted location. So I've never actually written about it. I may have told this story here or there, but it's kind of a long story. So I don't tell it very much. So, hey, this is a great opportunity to talk about spirit attachments. And again, that'll be 9:30 tonight at What's Your Ghost Story on Facebook.com. John Dreiska asked about haunted graveyards. Maybe I'll be able to touch on something like that. And Kathleen talked about suggested shadow people as well as being a topic. I'm open to talking about anything that you guys want to talk about. So you have about 2 hours before I'll be going live. So you can put a comment in this video, but definitely make sure you go over to facebook.com/what's your ghost story. You can put a comment over there about what you want me to talk about tonight. And that's where the live stream is going to be happening. And if you have any other ideas for future live stream videos that you'd want to see, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things. I should point out that if anybody has been following the podcast, the Fantastic Story Society, we've been kind of slow so far this year. We put one out a couple of weeks ago, a really fun one about the Haunted Galena Tour Company with Ted and Robin, the two wonderful people that run that. And I love how that episode turned out. But we've got 2 more in the can already recorded that will be coming out soon. One is with a conversation with Kathleen Kressel, who runs Haunted Rockford, and she's just an incredible historian about the macabre side of Rockford's criminal and haunted past. I couldn't believe how great that interview, that conversation was. I'm very much looking forward to putting that out. But first, we'll be putting out an episode where we talk with DJ McHale, who is a good friend of mine, an inspiration, somebody I learned so much from. And he's also the guy that created Are You Afraid of the Dark? That awesome Nickelodeon ghost story show. It's about kids sitting around a campfire telling ghost stories. And it's kind of, I always talk about it like it's a Tales from the Crypt for a younger audience. And I think I was even a little bit too old for that audience, but I always appreciate a good ghost story. So even if it's a little bit childish, it was still creepy for sure. So that episode will be coming out shortly. And again, DJ is just a great friend. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, Fantastic Story Society, this is a podcast that I do with good friend Max Tim, who grew up in a super haunted house in Delavan, Wisconsin, in the circus capital of the world. And just, I mean, he lived in the world of it in some ways. He was next door. The next door neighbor was the Clown Hall of Fame, and he was across from the Pioneer Cemetery. The whole town is just so interesting, historical, and also kind of creepy when you start to put it in through context of it being haunted as well. Just on any of your podcasting apps, look for the Fantastic Story Society. It's really about the art of telling scary stories. So if that's something that's interesting to you, definitely look that up. And if you have a podcast app and you don't see it in there, let me know. Comment here, because I just want to make sure that this podcast is being listed everywhere. So it's easy for people to find. And there's so many different apps out there. It's very possible several have slipped through the cracks. So anyway, one last call for action. Facebook.com/what's your ghost story. The little image is a picture of the Cecil Hotel in downtown LA, one of the creepiest locations in the planet. and I'd be happy to talk about that as well. That is the site of the Elisa Lam mysterious death, where the body was found in the water tank on the roof. Just to let you know what you're looking for when you do search on Facebook for What's Your Ghost Story. And again, 9:30 tonight, I'll be telling stories live. And if anybody wants to be part of it, tune in on Facebook and comment away. We'll have a fun conversation.